girl Destiny back. Wait a minute. Oh, y'all, never mind. I just saw something on camera. I ain't gonna tell y'all what it was. Y'all know I told y'all I'm doing a lot of unfiltered cuts now. I'm not cutting out a lot of stuff because I have to keep reminding myself, girl, you in the comfort of your own home. Stop doing these videos where everything's so structured and so perfected. I'm like, girl, listen, if I'm gonna pull out a candy bar and eat it on camera in front of y'all one of these good old days. So listen, I was here to tell y'all something silly and funny, but I'm not. I'm gonna just keep it to myself, but it was literally funny. I thought something was on my lens that's not on my lens, and I ain't gonna tell y'all what it is. I'm gonna see if y'all figured it out. If you can figure it out, drop down in the comments. What did I look into that camera and see that I thought was something off and it's not? That's it. Listen, I want to say to each and every one of you that have already subscribed to the channel, you always know I thank you and I appreciate you. Yes. If you've not subscribed to the channel, could you please stop what you're doing? Yes, right now. Could you stop what you're doing and listen. And when I get through comments, we can get into this topic, right? It is your girl back. Listen, I am going on to the next topic. This one is going to be short, like all of my topics tonight. I'm trying to get through these topics and not make them 20 plus minutes long. Next topic is, how are we adults, meaning mommies, grandmommies, nieces, big sisters, uncles, daddies, grandfathers, how are we adults in this world today talking to these young people about sex? Listen, y'all. Let me tell you where I'm going here. Back in my day, no, this is probably before my time, they talked about the birds and the bees. Ain't nobody talk about no birds and no bees these days, y'all. What do they even call it today? These kids are so advanced. They are so big and half grown. Ain't nobody sitting down talking about, let me tell you about no birds and no bees. Not today, not in 20, almost 25. Y'all, what do they call it today? Are we even having conversations with children still about sex because they're so advanced? Like, listen, this topic came up the top of my head. I was watching something on TV. Y'all know I'm always watching Teen Mom and watching some of these parents do what they do. Some of these parents parenting. And I'm just like, Dad, like, I'm not going to say, are we still doing it? I'm going to hope and believe we're still having those conversations because all children in this world are not super advanced, okay? We still got some little babies, still little innocent ones that aren't trying to be what we would call fast and smelling ourselves and grown and all those things they said when I was growing up. You still have some innocent children in the world that are just clueless and they're just going to kind of come up the way we did from back in the day, not know a lot of stuff because they're not all into social media and trying to be grown too fast and fast too grown and all that good stuff. So yeah, it's just fast and too grown. So it's just like, how are we doing that? Are we doing the work on that? Dang, not only that, drop down in the comments and tell me if you have a niece, a nephew, a child that you're raising, you're a part of their life. Have they already started asking those questions? What types of questions are the children asking today? Can you share down in the comments and tell me, like, what's the latest, the most recent, the last question you had from a child about the birds and the bees, sex, where babies come from? I'm serious. Do kids even ask those questions anymore? Because I've seen a couple reels Well, honey, these babies is telling the parents. I literally saw one not long ago where the kid was like, the daddy kept saying something about the stork brought the baby. And no, the stork put the baby. He either said the stork or God. And the kid was like 3 or 4. No, you did. You put the baby in mommy's belly. So like I'm saying, are the kids even asking them questions? We didn't know. This baby was smart. This wasn't no 6 or 7-year-old child. This was a baby, a child under 5, probably like 3. I don't even think the baby was as big as 4. At least 3. And kept telling daddy, you put that baby in her belly. The baby knew what time it was, y'all. So, are we doing the work? Like, how are we preparing children to know about sex still? Because I think it's still important. I think we still should be trying to prevent teen pregnancies. I don't care how many teens in this world have had children. It's not a normal thing. And I don't think we should be normalizing 13, 14. Do we know what our bodies go through in childbirth? Let's sit in that. And to see so many children, I know it has become the norm, but I ain't with it. I don't think I ever want to be with it. That so many young girls are putting their bodies through that. And I'm not going to be too deep on this because, listen, once that child is conceived and sitting in the oven waiting to be baked and cooked and brought out the oven, it's nothing we can do about it. We know the alternative route, but that ain't what this topic is about. Once that decision has been made that this child is inside and I'm going to bring it outside and keep it for my own, baby, that's a lot. That is such a big task to take on for a young woman. It's a task for full-grown adults. So when I have this conversation and say, are we doing the work and having those conversations? I want to know, are we doing it above and beyond the sex talk? Are we making sure these young women know the full responsibility of being young mothers? I mean, yeah, we can sit them down in front of Teen Mom and say, hey, have at it, take a look at this. But those girls are living a larger life in a different arena of life. They're getting different types of, TV production support and whatnot. Look at the homes and stuff. So I say that's not the best thing because those girls are driving elaborate cars, living in elaborate homes because they're being paid to be on TV. They're getting a paycheck for that lifestyle. So you sit your child that live over there on Lime Street over there next to, the not so good neighborhood or sitting over here in the suburban neighborhood, they not going to get that. I don't care they sitting over here in the suburban neighborhood. A lot of parents hands off like, you got pregnant, I'm not helping you with that child. Or I'm not taking on that responsibility. Whatever those conversations are like. So it's so good to have the raw, realistic conversations with those children, these young men and women. Yes, talk to these young boys because if that's the decision that's being made, then they have to step up just as well as the young girl. They have to step up and learn how to be a young father. You don't get to run away because you the dude. You don't get to go, oh, I'm going to play ball, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to mess with the next young girl. You get to learn how to be a responsible parent as well as the young woman. So it's a deep conversation, and I want to tie that in together, sex/young parent, parenthood. It's not an easy task. If you have a young person in your life experiencing that, please, as the adult, prepare them. Help them through this thing. Prepare them. Yes, y'all, I'm playing with my light again. Yes, I am. I told y'all I'm playing with the light till I feel right. Play with the light till I feel right. But yeah, that's it. Not making none of these long. I just want to make sure I don't have anything else to say on that. Basic same takeaway. Do the work. Have those conversations. Try to prepare a child. Definitely abstinence and stay away from it. You don't want to be a young mom. You don't want to be a young dad. That's step 1. Abstinence and stay away from it. 2, if they are already sexually active, prepare them how it works. Protection. Be safe. Stay away from diseases. Stay away from trying to be a parent. Y'all know the stuff. I ain't got to take y'all down no checklist. Do the work, if you will. All the good takeaways. Y'all know what they are. I know we're not living in the same times I grew up, but it's nothing wrong with trying to steer things back. We had teenage pregnancies as well, but not nearly as what it is now. So let's stop normalizing it. It's a lot. But that's it. I'm going to hop on to the next topic. Thank you all for watching. Stay tuned and keep watching. And I'm going to see you all next time.